Yo, what is going on, everyone? Devin Can up here with another video, and today I'm going to be talking about me setting up OnCarrot, Investor Carrot for my company website. This is kind of a continuation of, I want to say it was like a couple days ago or like a week ago. I made a video talking about rebranding my company, and then so I came up with the business name, and then I was starting to record. I already set up my OnCarrot website and everything, and I'll be honest with you guys, I was just a little overwhelmed that day just because it took me so long to come up with the business name. And so I was gonna do the rest of the OnCarrot stuff, but it was just gonna be it was a big jumbled mess. And then on top of that, I was running into problems with my computer. It crashed when I was editing the rebranding video. It broke, and then I've just had nonstop problems the last couple of weeks with my computer. So hopefully it's all resolved now. We're gonna figure out once I start editing this video. But anyways, so today I'm going to show you guys kind of like my sign up process when I was getting started. I've never used Investor Carrot before, but I see a lot of other people talking about them using it, and I never really had a website for my company. I made one inside of my college class where we had to build our own website and everything, so I figured I would do it inside for my business, but that was a big bad idea. Basically, the site didn't actually work. It looked kind of pretty, but it didn't actually work. So what we're going to be doing is setting up our website through OnCarrot. They make it pretty simple, and they just got a bunch of templates and stuff, and so they basically have all the content there for you already. You just got to make a couple of tweaks to make it better, and so that way it kind of shows up on the search rankings and everything. And then on the back end, you got to do a little bit backlinks, and then on top of that, you got to drive traffic to it yourself. So this kind of helps build up your brand and everything. So I'm just jumping over. Hopefully I got a couple of recordings still left from last week when I was recording me signing up. And then after I show you guys those videos, I'm gonna jump into showing you kind of what I've got in front of me with OnCarrot. I haven't done too much. I've just been trying to get this whole computer problem fixed and everything. So now I'll go in. I haven't really changed too much. I kind of changed the design template and everything. And so I'll show you what all I've done. It's not too much, but we'll be jumping on inside. Okay, so once you go onto this OnCarrot website, like I said, I'm gonna have a link down below. You're gonna go over to this pricing tab, and then you're going to set up one of your options. And so I decided to go for the advanced marketer because I figured, why not? And on top of that, I try to get higher ranking in SEO as well. And then on top of that, you get quarterly strategy calls and all this other stuff, first access to stuff, all that different fun stuff. So anyways, you can also go for the core. It's only $49 a month, or the Content Pro, which is $99 a month. The difference, obviously, you can just look over it. The core, you only get one website. So now if you're trying to get a buyer and a seller website, you'll probably want the Content Pro. So that way you can send your leads to both sides. And then on top of that, you got to get your SEO lead generation tools. And the Content Pro is honestly a lot better. But if you're just getting the website just for the branding side of things, you can go for the core. I really don't recommend it based off of the options and what they're showing. But if you just need a website, then that's what I would go for. So you just click the join now, and then from there, it's going to ask you for a bunch of billing info. So we're going to skip ahead a little bit. Okay, so I clicked the button accidentally, so we're on the welcome page now. So here for you support and training. So it's just gonna ask you a bunch of different questions that you just basically fill in the blank. How hands-on would you prefer to be with your online marketing? I'm ready to work and learn. I already know how to do my own. I already know how to do my own, but I'm actually just curious what they would give me as far as educational. And then what's your main focus right now for your business? I am trying to do flipping and wholesaling houses. And then, are you a real estate agent? Nope. So now that we're setting up our profile, so let's create your first site. So what type sites for flipping, wholesaling houses? So we got the attractive cash buyers list, build overall company credibility, and attract motivated house sellers. We're going to go for one of these. And site name, access home buyers, create site. Okay, so we got the success page. Now let's check out our site. Alright, so now it looks like we just add our custom domain. Okay, and then we got accesshomebuyers.com. Save custom domain, and then what we're gonna do is check out the DNS records. So what you're gonna do is you go over to, so next it looks like you just set up the DNS records and set up the SSL. It looks like it walks you right through. So I'm gonna do that real quick and then I will check back in with you guys. Basically what you're gonna do is they even have like a little guided tutorial for each one. So just click the tutorial and watch it, and then I will see you as soon as I'm done setting all that up. Okay, so in the next part, after you update your brand logo, which that part was pretty simple, you're gonna add your social links, and I really don't have any yet because I haven't created any. It's pretty simple to create all of those. And then tweak a bit of your content. So they want you to personalize it just a little bit. So that way you can do like the custom about page and everything, which obviously that one's pretty straightforward. You just take it over there and then you edit the about page. And then on top of that, you're gonna announce, add your first testimonial, add your customer URL. So it looks like it already gives you a free testimonial. Yeah. So it gives you like a one right there. And it gives you kind of like a fake one or whatever you want to call it, just a temporary. You can add your own testimonials inside of there, and then you add your custom URL, which we just did that, and then you announce your site on social media like I said, and that is it as far as the, okay. And then what you can do is you can just add new sites, and then I think you literally just pick the sites that you want. So what we got next is like you would just do the overall company credibility website, and then the cash buyer and listed properties website, and it looks like that is it. We have a full-on running website. So literally all we're waiting on now is just for the DNS to kick in and the CNAME or whatever, and then that usually takes about 24 hours for the link to get set up, or at least it makes it seem like so. So now, yeah, we're just waiting for the CNAME record, and then from there, that is literally it. And then everything else, it's all set up and everything. So we're just waiting for the SSL certificate, and then the redirect link or whatever, the CNAME record, and then that is everything. So now that you guys have seen the setup and everything, this is what we got. This is kind of like the interface for the website. So actually, let me show you real quick. So I have like 3 different websites. Let me see if I can check them all. I haven't set them up yet. I got to get this all figured out. So basically there's one, so that way for its investors, and then there's like an overall website that you can have for everything set up. So far I just got the seller website set up. I got to set up the rest, but it's a pretty straightforward process. And in the other video that you guys checked out, it showed exactly like me signing up. It was stupid simple, and it's basically already built. You just got to add a couple of things here and there. So like I said, I haven't done anything, so there really hasn't been too much traffic to it. I haven't put any work into it since I recorded the video. Like I said, I was just a little overwhelmed with all that was going on. It wasn't that the sign-up process or anything was overwhelming. It was just a matter of just trying to get the brand name all set up and everything. So this is what the back end looks like. You can kind of check out your leads. You can check everything out, like the dashboard. See, I still gotta add a couple of things. I gotta tweak the content. I already got the domain all set up, so the website should work when you type it into the internet. And then so you can like see all this different stuff, like all the stats for the website, and then on top of that you can like add different content, kind of change all the pages, and try to fix like the SEO and make it like rank higher in the keyword search and everything for your company. So it's pretty straightforward. They tell you exactly what to do, and then you can like, it has its own kind of CRM built into the website, and then you can kind of see your keyword rankings, and then you kind of see what marketing campaigns you have going, and you can check out the conversions and see what your your KPIs are, basically your key performance indicators. You can change up the design. It's a pretty straightforward website. It doesn't really take too much. So this is how you design the website. And so you literally just go through step by step, and you can change everything on the website after you kind of get this whole template set up. And so after the template part, you just add all the content. You can change it, and there's like a bunch of different websites. And so the plan that I have, I got the advanced marketer just because I want to try it out and get all the blog posts so that way I could rank higher in SEO, and then get on a couple of strategy calls and get all this different stuff set up. And then I wanted to really try to get high on like a lot of different keywords and whatnot. So I kind of wanted to just have everything, and I just can basically. So anyways, that's the plan that I recommend, just so we have all the blog posts so it's easier to rank on the SEO side of things. But yeah, pretty straightforward. You kind of just pick what you want where. You can add different pictures. Like I'll need to change this background image. It doesn't really look like a house in Boise, so I'm gonna try to switch it up. And basically this is all preloaded. Like I said, I didn't really change anything other than kind of like the menu, and I'll probably get a new logo. I made it just pretty quick for the example of that last video, and I'm not like too impressed with the design. I think it looks like it's good enough for right now. It's not going to stop me from doing deals, but I'll probably get one actually professionally designed because my girlfriend said that it didn't look too good. So anyways, so it's pretty straightforward. You just design the website and it's already pre-designed. It's got a template. It's kind of like Wix if you've ever used it, or WordPress. You put it, load in the template, and then you can customize it. So with this, one of the perks of OnCarrot is that they're always improving their conversion rates. And so what this means is basically like how often traffic converts into a seller lead on your website. So how often are people giving you their phone number and their email after looking at their website? And they're always optimizing it, trying these different templates, trying this different wording, and they really help you out. So a lot of this is kind of like their best foot forward as far as being able to acquire seller leads. And so kind of like the next step for me after I design this, I gotta still design the buyer's page. And what's nice with the buyer's page is you can just send that out to different Facebook groups, have people just send them the link, and then they can become a part of your buyers list just by going to the website. So that makes it pretty easy, get more and more buyers on your website, and then you can advertise properties on your OnCarrot website. So that's pretty convenient. Also, one more thing, I'm putting the link down in the description down below if you guys want to sign up. Like I said, I really recommend the Advanced Marketer, but if you have to, go for like the Content Pro or the Core if you just want at least the website. But like I said, there's kind of like a lot more kind of bells and whistles if you go for the Advanced Marketer. So with this, kind of like my next step and the next couple things that I'm going to be working on with this website, because like I said, I haven't really touched it whatsoever since I set it up. So what I'm going to be doing is just kind of cleaning it up in the next couple of days, adding my own content on there, kind of changing up the wording so that way it's kind of like my own and it's not just some standard template that everybody else is using. And then with that, start doing some like backlinks. Maybe I'll make a couple videos on it, maybe even do some PPC, pay-per-click, basically Google ads, so that way it shows up on the top for Google just through paying for it. And then on top of that, trying to get the organic reach and the organic search, so that way it ranks higher on these different keywords. And then on top of that, I might be running some Facebook ads over to the website, so that way I can drive traffic from some other platforms rather than just Google search. So it's gonna be a kind of like a lot of trial and error. I haven't done this type of stuff for my wholesaling business. I've done a lot of different like landing pages, opt-ins, and driving traffic to different websites and stuff, just through some different things that I've done. So I have a decent amount of experience, and I'm going to be like probably hiring a couple people to teach me on how to set up some of this different stuff. So I'll bring you guys along in the journey. If you guys want to sign up, like I said, it's pretty straightforward, simple sign up, and they got like all these different trainings and all of that type of stuff. So that's a nice bonus. They even have like a Facebook lead market class and whatever. So if you guys want to join, like I said, link's going to be down in the description. I figured I'd make a quick little video giving you guys an update on what's going on and show you guys the platform. Like I said, I just see a lot of like big time wholesalers using this website, and so I figured you don't really need to fix it if it ain't broke, and basically just replicate the process that they're doing. I'm just going to try it out and then see how it goes from there. But like I said, it's pretty straightforward, convenient, and easy to use, and you can have a professional website already set up, and so you have something to refer people over to if they're wanting to work with you as far as like seller leads and whatnot. And then you can send cash buyers over to a professional website. So at this point, I'm just kind of spinning wheels, and I don't want to keep repeating myself, so I'm not going to drag this video on any longer. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you haven't already, join the fam, join the gang by hitting the subscribe button down below. If you want to see more videos like this, smash the like button, and like always, I'm uploading every day. So I will see you all tomorrow. Peace.